Good morning, Sakshi, Rudraksh, and Navya. Uh, Sakshi, can you please tell me if I am audible to you clearly? Please text me quickly if I am audible to you so that I can begin my lessons today. Rudraksh, Navya, Sakshi, any one of you can text me quickly if I am audible, loud, and clear to you. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rudraksh. Thank you so much. Sakshi, are you there? Okay, thank you. Please stay tuned. Let me send SMS, WhatsApp link. Otherwise, these fellows won't turn up. They won't turn up. Otherwise, it seems. Kanchan, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Kanchan. Please stay tuned. I am going to start very shortly. Others. Okay. Arti, good morning. Good morning. Please stay tuned, all of you, so that you do not miss out the lecture. This is a difficult poem and probably the most long poem. It's the longest poem, it seems. So we've got to be a bit, regular in our approach to understand this poem. Okay, so please, I'm going to start very shortly, dear students. I have uploaded the explanation of this poem also in the website. A Roadside Stand. Dear students, you see, I last night I was uploaded a theme of beauty question answers, so you can go through. You can go through this, and today I have uploaded this morning the explanation part of Roadside Stand. Okay, so uh, today afternoon I'm going to upload the question answers of Roadside Stand as well for your reference and for your note down, for your writing on the notebook. So dear students, see, as you can see here, um, here I am teaching you now from my website. So I have uploaded this for you so that it's easier for you to understand. Okay, so dear students, let me just go through the themes once very quickly, and then I shall start with today's lesson. Okay, before that, for your understanding, for your visibility, let me increase the font size little bit so that you are able to see it properly. Let me make it to 125. Okay, I've made it to 125, dear students, so that you are able to understand it better. Okay, I mean see it better. Okay, uh, okay. Sahil, be regular, please. If people are not regular, Vedant, be regular in attending the English class. Otherwise, your marks will go down. Certainly, because if you are not regular with English, computers, and PE, in that case, what will happen? Even if you score high marks in physics, chemistry, mathematics, for these three subjects, your percentage will go down. Okay, and if you score 90% marks in English, and if you score 10 marks below your expectations in physics, but your overall percentage won't be affected. If your score in English, PE, and computer is very high, Therefore, for your overall percentage, you must make sure that you attend the class regularly and score high marks in those three subjects. Okay, these three subjects are your cushioned subject. Like these subjects will help you to score high percentage, overall high percentage of marks. Understood? If you score 95 in physics and 75 in English, in that case, there's a gap of 20 marks. Your overall percentage will go down. Okay, your overall percentage will go down. Therefore, you need to have identical scores in almost all the subjects. Okay, and what I mean to say is that if you score 10 marks below your expectation in mathematics also in the final examination, and you get good marks in English, then your overall percentage will remain the same because of the high marks in English or P or computers. So you cannot afford to have a huge difference of more than 10 marks, okay, in all the subjects. Otherwise, what will happen, your percentage will fluctuate actually. Okay, so if there is a difference at all, there should be difference of max to max 5 marks in all the subjects. Okay, if the difference is more, then it will fluctuate. There will be fluctuation in your overall percentage. Okay, dear students, so let me begin. Please stay connected till the end. Theme. First of all, I should go with the theme. The poem conveys to us the distrust of city dwellers by the poet. They are extremely selfish and have no community feeling. Okay, city dwellers are extremely selfish and they have no community feeling. City dwellers, then you see, city dwellers lack compassion. They lack compassion and concern towards their village counterparts. Frost wants all human beings to cultivate the value of fellow feeling and sympathy. This is very important, dear students. Fellow feeling and sympathy. The writer wants us to develop the value of fellow feeling. We must be sympathized and empathized. Okay, in dealing with other, in dealing with the poor people in general and village people in particular. Okay, so we must develop sense of a sense of love and care and fellow feeling, empathy for the poor people. Here in the context of this poem, it is the poor people of the village. Disparity between the rich and the poor, sorry, it should be poor here. It should be poor here. The disparity between the rich and the poor must be addressed. Okay, disparity means mismatch. The imbalance between the rich and the poor must be addressed. Okay, there is a huge difference in the economic status between the rich and the poor. So if there is a total mismatch in the economic status, in that case the country cannot progress. Okay, country can progress economically, educationally, scientifically, in every aspect, if the difference between the rich and the poor is minimized. Okay, the economic well-being of a country depends on balanced development of villages and the cities. Okay, well, villages and the cities must be developed, in a balanced manner. Okay, only then there will be an overall growth. Okay, otherwise there won't be any growth. Only with the growth of the cities, the entire country cannot grow. Okay, there should be a parallel growth of the village as well as the city, so that the country progresses together, okay, or quickly. Understood? So what have you learned from the theme of this poem? That this poem talks about reducing the disparity between the rich and the poor. Then the poet wants all human beings, especially the elite rich people, to develop sympathy, to develop empathy for the poor people. Okay, and help them with something or the other whenever they get the opportunity. Next, it has been shown that in the story, in the poem, city dwellers lack compassion and concern towards their village counterparts. Okay, they are extremely selfish and have no community feeling. Okay, so I have already explained to you lines 1 to 6. Okay, in the last class. So I shall go with the Mm, up to 13 I explained during the last class. So from lines 14 I'll explain you today. Okay. Okay. So dear students, lines 14 to 17 you see you have the money, but if you want to be mean, why keep your money and grow along? The heart to the scenario would not be my complaint so much as the trusting sorrow of what is unsaid. So, dear students, trusting sorrow is very important. What is the meaning of trusting sorrow? Okay, we'll find it. So, it is the speech of the village people. They are saying, "You have the money." Okay, it is the speech of the village people for the rich people who do not bother to stop at the roadside. Okay, the village people are saying you have the money, but if you want to be mean, why keep your money and go along? But why are you getting mean? Okay, you are showing meanness, or you are getting mean by not stopping here in front of us and buy our products. Okay, if you have money, you cannot afford to be mean. Be generous and buy from us. Okay, buy from us so that it augments our income. At the same time, you serve the poor people. Okay, so the heart of the scenario would not be my complaint so much as the trusting sorrow of what is unsaid. Heart to the scenario would not be. Heart to the scenario means sometimes when the rich people stop at the village. Okay, they do not stop for the purpose of buying the products of the poor people, but they stop for complaining. Okay, complaining. Do not hurt the scenery. You see, you have turned upside down the direction plate, like north is north and south are up, are kept upside down. So do not hurt the scenery. Do not interfere with the signposts. So for such complaints, they sometimes stop. Okay, this is what the poet is also hinting in previous lines. Also he has hinted, you can see here, like here, with n turned wrong and s turned wrong. Okay, so sometimes the poor people, sorry, the rich people stop, but they stop not for buying the products, but for giving directions. Okay, but for giving directions to the people, for complaining to the village people that they have interfered with the signposts, because north is turned upside down, south is turned upside down. So as to make complaint to the village people, they sometimes stop. So that is why here, the heart, it is said that the heart to the scenario is the complaint made by the rich people to the poor people, saying that you are hurting the scenery, you are littering the pristine form of nature. Okay, but he says that whenever you are complaining, whenever rich people are complaining to the poor people about hurting the scenery, okay, or the landscape, that is okay, let them complain. But we are so much sad about the trusting sorrow of what is unsaid. So much of the trusting sorrow. Trusting sorrow of what is unsaid means sorrow due to fake promises made by the rich people. Okay. Now the people are saying that whenever the rich people make a complaint that village people hurt the scenery, that is not our concern. Our concern is whenever they make false promises and they do not fulfill their promises. Only that is what concerns us so much as the trusting sorrow of what is unsaid. We trusted you, but our trust being our trust was converted into sorrows. Okay, because you did not fulfill your promises. Okay, that is why they say so much as the trusting sorrow of what is unsaid. We trusted you initially when you made some tall promises to help us out to buy our products, but you are not fulfilling your promises. So that is why our trust has given rise to sorrow in our mind. Okay, so that is what. Now paraphrase, you see, being angry at the indifferent attitude of the so-called police traffic, The poet asks them to move ahead without noticing the roadside stand. The poet further regrets that the damage caused by roadside people to nature as claimed by city dwellers is not a serious concern. Okay, the poet says that this is not a serious concern. Okay, so what is not a serious concern? Whenever the rich people make complaint that the village people have done damage to the to nature. Okay, but what is a serious and matter of concern is the sorrow resulting out of the fake promises by city dwellers to buy the products of roadside shops. Okay, city dwellers means, dear students, those who live in city. They are called city dwellers. So, what is serious and matter of concern for the poor people? The matter of serious concern for the poor people is the fact that is the sorrow that results out of the fake promises fake promises made by the city people that they would buy the products of the poor people, but in reality they do not buy the product of the city people. Understood? They hardly stop to buy, and therefore the economical status of the poor people remain where it is. As they hardly stop and buy, therefore their economic status remains poor like before. This is what is the meaning of trusting sorrow of what is unsaid. What is unsaid means what we cannot clearly express, what the village people clearly or explicitly express. Okay, what is unsaid means that their poor financial status has remained the same as it was before, because city people hardly stop at their place and buy products from them. Okay, even though they made tall talks or false promises before that they would buy the products, but as they hardly stop and buy the products of the village people on the roadside, the economical status of the poor people has remained where it is. Therefore, it is the trusting sorrow of what is unsaid. What is unsaid means here the fact that their economic status has not improved is something what they cannot say to the people. They cannot say openly. The village people say openly. Okay, so that is what is unsaid. Okay, they are very sorry at heart that their economic status did not improve, because the city goers or city people, while going through the highway, they did not stop at their roadside stand or roadside sheds and buy the produce from the village people. Okay. Okay, so before I move on to next few lines 18 to 22, dear students, do you have any doubt? Shall I or do I need to explain you Rudraksh, Sakshi, Navya, Kanchan, Arti? Please tell me. Do I need to explain you anything so far what I have taught you, so that I will explain you, and then I go forward with the next few lines. Okay. Mm, so like now I have taught you, no? Now I have taught you this one. Okay, Rudraksh. Okay. So let me continue. Okay. Next few lines. Okay. So, dear students, lines 18 to 22, we are progressing to lines 18 to 22. You can see here far from the city we make our roadside stand and ask for some city money to fill in hand. Okay. So, here you can see the grievance of the poor people, village people. What is their grievance in these two lines? Their grievance is far from the city. Here in the village, we have extended our roadside shed. We have extended our roadside stand just with the hope of getting some city money. Okay, so that it comes in our hand. Understood? So what the village people are saying? Village people are saying that they have opened the shed in the village near the national highway with the expectation of getting some ready cash from the city going people, so that they can they can have some improvement in their economic status. Okay, to try if it will not make our being expand. Okay, it means they opened up the shed attached to their house in on the roadside so as to try out to see that their economic status expands or their financial status expands. Okay, and give us the life of the moving pictures promise that the party in power is said to be keeping from us. Okay, life of the moving pictures promise means standard lifestyles as shown in movies. Okay, it is hyperbole actually. They cannot have the standard lifestyle as shown in the movies, but it is a hyperbole means the writer, the poet has used exaggerated statement here. Okay, what it means in the context of the poor people here, that if city people could buy some products from the village people, there would have been some improvement in their economic status, and as a result their living style would have been to some extent standard. Okay, it cannot be the moving pictures promise, or it cannot be the lifestyle of the characters shown on the in theater, but to a some extent their lifestyle would have been standard. Okay, the lifestyle would have been standard. So that is why they say in this, if it will not make our being expand and give us the life of the moving pictures promise in the context of the poor villagers, the meaning of life of the moving pictures promises to improve the economic status of the village people, so that they live a standard life that the party in power is said to be keeping from us. Okay, party in power, like political party. Party in power means political party has promised to the village people to improve the lifestyle of the village people. Okay, because before the election, whenever they came for the election campaign, at that time the political party in power, they came for the campaign, and in their campaign they made false promises that we shall uplift your living standard, we shall give you many amenities so that your living standard improves. But all these are mere myth now. This has never been fulfilled actually. Their fake promises remained fake only. They never became translated into reality. Okay, so that is what the poor people are trying to express at the moment. They are saying ki, we have the entire lines I am now recapitulating for you. Okay, see in the form of paraphrase here. The village people ask for some city cash because they want to feel it in hand. The village people ask for some city cash because they want to feel it in hand, and want to try if that generosity from city people in buying their products would enable them to make financial progress. So they wanted to just try actually. They wanted to just try once. So if by try once by expanding their house into a shed. Okay, so that if the village people, city going people stop and purchase their products, in that case their economy would progress, their financial status will progress. Therefore, just to test if this works, if this business works, they have extended the shed attached to their homes. Okay, on the national highway. Okay, or alongside the national highway. The poor villagers have opened the roadside shops with expectation that their products would bring them some cash and bring about some improvement in their lifestyle, as are shown on some movies. Okay, so their lifestyle can never be equivalent to the lifestyle shown on the movie. As I told you, this is an exaggeration on the part of the poet. In the context of the poor people, it means their lifestyle will be somewhat standard. Okay, their lifestyle will be somewhat standard. The poet further says that political parties have not yet provided the lifestyles that they promised to the people of village while seeking votes. Okay, in their election campaign during the before the election. Village people are merely used as vote banks and therefore become victims of false promises. Okay, the poet says that village people are merely uh, just vote banks. Okay, their services are rendered, or their services are sought after only during the time of the election, and therefore become victims of false promises. Okay, so dear students, that's all from line number 18 to 22. Line number 18 to 22. So from line number 18 to 22, if you have sorry, line number 18 to 22, if you have any doubt, you can ask me before I progress further. I would like to clear your doubts from what I have so far taught you. If you have any doubt regarding what I have taught you from this particular stanza, you please let me know. Okay, Sahil, Thakre, Rudraksh, Sonubar, Vedant. So, is it okay? Shall I progress, or you need some clarification from one or two words? बड़ी मुश्किल है खोया मेरा दिल। Hello, dear students. Okay, thank you, Rudraksh, for your confirmation. Okay, so next you see, so you understood, dear students, life of the moving picture means the standard lifestyles as shown in movies, and this phrase is exaggeration or hyperbole in figure of speech is called literary device. It is a literary device called hyperbole. So this is used just to show that there will be some improvement in the living standard of the village people. And party in power, just political party in power now, and to try if it will not make our being expand means they expanded their house into a roadside stand or shed, so as to try their luck if their products are sold and it brings about some improvement in their lifestyle. Okay, and that is why they have opened up this shed. Now let's move on to lines 23 to 26. Lines 23 to 26. It is in the news that all these pitiful kin are to be bought out and mercifully gathered in to live in villages. It is in the news that all these pitiful kin. Okay, pitiful kin means, dear students, the village people. Pitiful kin refers to the village people. So it is in the news that all these village people are to be bought out and mercifully gathered in to live in villages next to the theater and the store, where they won't have to think for themselves anymore. Okay, dear students, you can see here, to be bought out and mercifully gathered, meaning is poor people are given assurance to live in village next to theatre and multiplexes, etc. Poor people are given assurance to live in village next to theatre and multiplexes. Okay, so poor people are given assurance to live in village next to theatre and multiplexes. Means theatre and multiplexes will be built near the village or in the village, so that poor people can also have access to some amenities. But these were all false promises by the party in power. It was just a strategy to get votes. Okay, during the election. So these are all false promises actually. Okay, to live in villages next to the theater and the store, where they won't have to think of themselves anymore. Okay, these few lines talk about the false promises made by the political party during their election campaign. Okay, they were given false promises, but whenever they went to power, they forgot about their false promises, and the condition of the poor villagers did not improve at all. Okay, so let us now read the paraphrase of these four lines. See, the poet highlights the news that all these pitiful farmers are to be bought out and gathered in to live in villages where theaters, stores, malls, multiplexes shall come up. In that case, they will not have worries of life. The so-called civic authorities assured the village folk that their economic status would improve once they live near the theaters, multiplexes, etc. These fake promises are just an illusion for the poor rural people. Okay, so these were just illusion. These fake promises on the part of the political parties. Okay, as a part of their election manifesto for the poor people are just fake things. Okay, just an illusion for the poor rural people. The so-called civic authorities assured the village folk that their economic status will improve once they live near the theaters, multiplexes. Okay, but no theater has come up, no multiplexes has come up, no employment was generated for the poor people. Their lifestyle has remained what it was before. So dear students, these few lines are very easy. I hope there is no doubt. You see, let me just read out once again for you, and then I shall proceed to next few lines. Here, far from the city, we make our roadside stand and ask for some city money to fill in hand. Sorry, not this one, this one. It is in the news that all these pitiful kin here refers to the village people, are to be bought out and mercifully gathered. Bought out and mercifully gathered means poor people were given assurance to live in village next to theater and multiplexes. Means they will be living in their village next to multiplexes. Means multiplexes and malls will be set up and employment will be generated for the poor people. This sort of false promises were made, okay, to the poor people in the village, to live in villages next to the theater and the store, where they won't have to think for themselves anymore. Their financial needs will be fulfilled because there will be multiplexes, theater, so there will be a lot of employment opportunities for the poor people. Okay, village people, they can earn money. So this is how all their problems will be resolved. But after the election got over, party came in power, they forgot totally about the financial condition of the poor people. Okay, so this is how the financial stages of the poor people has remained what it was before. Okay, understood, dear students? Now see, okay, so dear students, I've got to, shall I add? No, another few lines, let me explain you, dear students, and then I shall end. Okay, here you can see 27 to 31. Okay, next you see, while greedy good doers, beneficent beast of prey swarm over their lives, enforcing benefits that are calculated to suit them out of their wits, and by teaching them how to sleep, they sleep all day. And by teaching them how to sleep, they sleep all day. Okay, this is something very much interesting. Destroy their sleeping at night the ancient way. Okay, they are okay, let's find out. While greedy good doers means benefactors. Benefactors means here the all these political parties, okay, who make false promises to the poor people. Okay, they are the civic authorities also, you can say. So while greedy good doers, beneficent beast of prey, they are the beast of prey. They are compared to beast of prey. Beast of prey matlab tiger, lion, then bear. These are called beast of prey. Here beast of prey have been metaphorically used in the poem. Beast of prey here refers to authorities who claim to give them benefits. Okay, while greedy good doers, civic authorities, and beast of prey also civic authorities. Okay, or the political parties. While greedy good doers, beneficent beast of prey swarm over their lives, enforcing benefits that are calculated to suit them out of their wits. Okay, soothe means to comfort them. Out of their wits means they claim themselves brilliant. Okay, they claim themselves brilliant. The civic authorities, the political parties, they in their mouth only they enforce benefits for the poor people. See, enforcing benefit, swarm over their lives. Okay, few days before the election they will enter into each and every lane of the village. Okay, enforcing benefits in mouth only. Okay, in their tall talks only, that I shall do this, I shall do that, we shall do this for you to sort of bring about improvement in your financial status. But in reality, it never happens. In reality, after the election gets over, they forget their tall talks and false promises. Okay, so that is why it is said that while greedy good doers, beneficent beast of prey, swarm over their lives. Okay, enforcing benefits. They claim that they will enforce benefits for the poor people, but in reality, they do not do. Their benefits that are calculated to suit them, benefits that are calculated to comfort the village people out of their wits. Okay, out of their wits, so that you can see they are calculated to suit them out of their wits. Okay, and in the process they claim themselves to be brilliant planners, brilliant benefactors, but in reality, benefactors are supposed to be the poor people, but here benefactors are the political party only. How, in what way? Because political parties or civic authorities, they get votes from the poor people, but in return they do not improve their lifestyle. Then who is getting benefited? The civic authorities are getting benefited, therefore they are the benefactors. But in reality, the poor people were supposed to be benefactors, but in reality, who are the benefactors? The benefactors are the civic authorities, and on paper, who are the benefactors? On paper, the poor people are benefactors. Understood? So, in reality, the benefactors are the civic authorities that are calculated to. Okay, and by teaching them how to sleep, they sleep all day. Okay, destroy their sleeping at night the ancient way. The ancient way means in the old way. It means by teaching them how to sleep, they sleep all day. Okay, it means that sleep is here again used as a metaphor, dear students. Sleep is not here used in the context of going to bed after eating or going to bed at night. It is used in a metaphorical manner here in this particular context. Okay, what is the metaphorical meaning of this line of this sleep here? Here, the poet means to say that the civic authorities or political parties, whenever they come in touch with the poor people before the election, what they do, they teach them how to lead a sleep means here the metaphor for peaceful life, comfortable life. Okay, how to teach them, how to live comfortable life. They teach them, the poor people, but by teaching them how to live comfortable life, peaceful life, they themselves snatch the peace or comforts out of the poor people. How? Because they are not giving them anything in return. So therefore, the poor people are living in misery, living in poverty. Therefore, their peace of mind is destroyed. Their sleeping is destroyed. Their comfort is destroyed. Okay. So this is how the writer says they do it in an ancient way. Ancient way means since the past, since the long past, that has been the trend, dear students. Okay. The poor people are exploited by the rich people. So this is an age-old, ancient, old way of exploitation. So in the old way of exploitation, ancient way of exploitation, the civic authorities keep exploiting the poor villagers, and by teaching them how to live a normal life, how to live a peaceful life, they themselves snatch the comforts from them by depriving them of all the amenities, all the facilities. Okay, now let us go to the paraphrase and then I shall wind up. Paraphrase, you see, greedy good doers and beasts of prey are the civic authorities who exploit the innocent village folk by giving them a short-term sense of security. They swarm over their lives. These unprincipled people shall proclaim to provide these farmer various facilities, but not. But in reality, they will destroy their sleep and make their lives a living hell by snatching those materials from the rural people. Whatever small little comforts or pleasure they might have, these are also snatched by by the civic authorities. Okay, by exploiting them. Okay, so dear students, this much today. I shall finish my explanation in the next class. Okay, so let us wind up here today. Okay, so Rudraksh, Sahil, those who are still there with me, please write yes, so that I understand you have listened to me till the end. Okay, so please do write yes before I wrap up my today's lecture. Okay, thank you, Rudraksh, Sakshi, thank you so much. Hopefully, Nabhaya is also there with you, Rudraksh. Mm, Okay, so these two are hooked onto the lecture till the end. Arti Paswan also. What about Sahil? What about Sanubar? Sanubar and Sahil, are you still there? Vedant, are you still there? They have gone. Sahil is gone. Vedant is gone. Okay. So, dear students, let me wind up